This screencast will give you specific information on the reading strategy Monitoring Understanding. Good readers monitor their understanding when they read. This means that they notice when something doesn't make sense and they use fix-up strategies as they read to help them understand. This reading strategy can be used every time you read something new. When you don't understand something as you read, it is important to use fix-up strategies instead of just skipping past something you don't understand. For this screencast, let's take a closer look at the CLB3 materials. In this folder, you will find the activity to practice the strategy, instructor reference information which you will need to project as part of the lesson, and learner notes for the strategy. You will need all of these resources and they are all referred to within the lesson plan for this particular strategy. The lesson plan for Monitoring Understanding gives you a warm-up activity to introduce the strategy and to give the learners an introduction to the new vocabulary on what it means to monitor their understanding. It also explains to the learner how this strategy will help them become better readers. When you introduce the strategy, distribute the learner notes to the student. The learner notes are a summary of what was taught in the lesson, and they are at an easy reading level for the learner. Learners should keep these notes in their binder so that they can reference them when practicing this reading strategy when using other text. It is important that the learners continuously revisit and practice the strategies. The lesson plan then gives you instructions on how to model the strategy for the learners to demonstrate how they can monitor their understanding and use fix-up strategies to better understand what they have read. The lesson plan also gives you some think aloud statements that you can use to show the learners what to do when comprehension begins to break down. For example, possible think aloud statements to model for the learners when something doesn't make sense might include, "This part didn't make sense," or "I should reread it," or "I don't understand what the word means." The lesson plan then goes through the various types of fix-up strategies that good readers use in order to better understand what they are reading. For example, when you don't understand something, you can reread, stop and think, read ahead, or slow down your reading rate. The lesson plan then shows the learner how to use various text codes when reading something new in order to monitor their understanding. When your learners use text codes, it can be helpful for you as an instructor when they hand in their assignments. It allows you to see where the learners need more instruction in certain areas. Following the guided practice part of the lesson, the learners then complete an independent practice activity where they practice using the text codes on a new piece of text. Finally, there is a short closing activity. Please refer to the lesson plan for information on how to teach this strategy in more detail.